Hi everyone, today we're customizing a Loungefly mini backpack. Let's do something Tim Burton. Corpse Bride it is.
I do.
This bag started out as a Hocus Pocus Loungefly. Since the fabric we're using is purple base, I thought this bag would be perfect. Checking out the inside lining, it's a solid purple as well, which is always great to see. I did customize the metal plate using paint pens, glitter nail polish, and Mod Podge. Now let's check out the fabric.
This is gonna be good.
I'm absolutely in love with this print. Between the colors and just how many characters there are on it, I feel like we grasped the whole movie in a sense, so let's put it on a bag. So have most of you seen the movie Corpse Bride? I feel like in regards to Tim Burton movies, Corpse Bride doesn't get the recognition that it should. To me, it's a twisted fairy tale that entwines the world of the living with the land of the dead.
A tragic tale of romance, passion, and a murder most foul.
If you haven't seen the movie, I will say there's spoilers ahead, so if you're interested, maybe go watch it and come back to this. The main characters in Corpse Bride are Victor and Emily, with Victoria being a close third. Victor is set to marry Victoria, and long story short, Victor fails at reciting his vows during rehearsal, so he practices them alone in the forest, and wouldn't you know it, he accidentally, unknowingly proposes to a corpse.
Ask you to be mine.
And here enters our beautiful Corpse Bride Emily. In all her glory, she's so polished and graceful. Just kidding. She's unapologetically herself, carefree, lighthearted, and excited to be a bride again. Now, I say again because tragically, Emily was murdered on the night she was supposed to elope and her family jewels were stolen. But yeah, we'll leave it at that. So while Emily and Victor are currently in the land of the dead, in the world of the living, Victoria is now arranged to marry a wealthy visiting man named Lord Barkis. He sucks. While in the land of the dead, Victor hears about this from his recently deceased coachman, so he decides to go ahead and marry Emily. Needless to say, the land of the dead will go up to the world of the living so that they can have their ceremony, and Victor will have to drink poison to solidify the marriage. Jerk Lord Barkis exposes to Victoria that he's actually broke and he's only marrying her for her family's money, which, surprise, she lets him know her family's also broke, so his plans failed. Skipping ahead, Victoria ends up going to Victor and Emily's ceremony where, before Victor can drink the poison, Emily stops him because she comes to the realization that if she lets him drink the poison, she'll be robbing Victoria of her happily ever after. Just then, Lord Barkis barges in and tries to take Victoria captive when suddenly Emily realizes that's the same man she was due to elope, and butt-faced Barkis boasts about how he was the one who had killed her.
Get out.
A duel ensues and Barkis, being his conniving self, makes a mockery toast, to which he unknowingly drinks the poison and dies.
Can a heart still break once it's stopped beating?
With Lord Barkis dead, Emily is free of despair. She gives Victor back his ring so he can now marry Victoria. Emily then walks toward the moonlight as her spirit transforms into hundreds of butterflies, signifying she is now at peace. What a sad, twisted, yet beautiful movie. I would definitely say Corpse Bride is one of my favorite stop-motion animations, second to Coraline, which, as an added note, a lot of people think Tim Burton also made Coraline. However, this is incorrect. Laika produced Coraline, and more specifically, Henry Selick. Now, Henry Selick did direct The Nightmare Before Christmas, which is a Tim Burton film, so I can see why people would get confused, but still, there's no direct connection between Burton himself and Coraline. If I had to choose my favorite character from Corpse Bride, it would definitely be the maggot. I love his bright colors, but more importantly, I love his personality. He's so supportive of Emily, and he always has her back. Or, I guess I should say, has her head.
Wedding feast. I'm salivating.
Maggots.
The maggot also kind of reminds me of Steve Buscemi, so maybe that's part of the reason why I like it. Second to the maggot, my favorite characters are the skeleton children. I think they're absolutely adorable. I just wish we could find out the backstory of how some of these characters passed away. Like, clearly the captain was stabbed with a sword and the soldier guy was shot, but why is the head waiter missing his body, and how did the children pass away? Now this is going to age me a bit, but have any of you seen that movie 13 Ghosts? Back in my day, when they had such things as DVDs, it had this bonus extra where you could learn the backstory of each of the 13 ghosts. I think it would have been pretty cool if Corpse Bride did the same thing. Is it necessary? No, but would have been interesting? Absolutely. Side note, I'm not sure how many people watch my videos as a whole, so here's a fun secret for those who do. I'm planning on doing a custom wallet giveaway when I get to 200 subscribers. I figure the winner can choose from a fabric that I currently have and that you've possibly seen in my previous videos. I'll make a separate video at some point letting everyone know about the giveaway, but if you're one of the lucky ones to know ahead of time, write the word avocado below. 1, so I can see who's actually watching my videos, but 2, also so we can confuse everybody else. So as I'm finishing up the front sides and front bottom of this bag, I want to say this wasn't my most favorite bag to do, and that's solely because some of the seams were kind of bursting, if that's the best way I can describe it. I'll insert a photo of what I'm talking about here. Loungefly doesn't do this often with their bags, but every once in a while I get unlucky and I get one of these bags that just seem like they were overstuffed to the max. As if the bag were to sneeze, it's gonna explode. It doesn't necessarily make the process harder, it just makes me nervous when I work on one of these type of bags, because when I'm tucking the fabric in, I don't want to press too hard against one of these tight threads and accidentally snap it. And now let's check out our finished bag. What do you guys think? I'm happy to have a second custom Corpse Bride bag in my collection now, and I think the colors on this are really pretty. As always, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye friends!